Good morning, guys. What are we talking about today? I don't know. Good morning, guys. What are we talking about today? Lexmoto Scout, Pulse Scout, Boetian, all the same little bikes. What you have to weigh up, this new, and you probably get a little deal on some of them, 650 quid. That's not a lot of money. You have to weigh up, the taxman's had his chunk out of it, the dealer's had his chunk out of it, the company bringing him over has had a chunk out of it, import taxes, and so on. So you can imagine what you're really buying is a really, really cheap bike. They will only do 31 miles an hour. There's a video saying if you cut the pink wire, you'll get a little bit more. Just don't do it. You're buying these bikes literally if you're in town and you only want to go cut the 3 or 4 miles. That's what you're buying these bikes for. They will do longer journeys, but you must know you're doing 30 miles an hour. And why mess about with them? You know, they're made that way. If you want a bike to go faster, then get an Aerox, get a Peugeot Speedfighter, get all the other makes. But these little ones, realistically, 30 mile an hour all day long. They're 4T, you haven't got to mess around with 2T oil. So basically, without being sexist, great girl bikes, or if you don't want to mess around with a bike, great. Very simple instruments, lights on, starter, high beam, low beam indicators and a horn, front brake, rear brake. Right, why is this one into me? Because I don't normally buy these or mess around or fix them. My wife's friend wanted a little bike to go 2 miles up the road. These are perfect, but you will be changing the speedo cable in the first 500 to 1,000 miles. Guarantee it. Same as this one has already. But if it's only doing 30, I'll just damn leave it. You're not going to break the speed limit. Front brake on this one is really snatchy. Hence, if you look here, it's been down the road. Could have been because it was down the road. Also on this one, the electric start isn't working at all. Now, he said it stopped after he came off. Now, the starter motors on these are the same ones that go for all of them, if I'm honest with you. So I'm not going to say it's a starter motor. But they do have on these a centre stand and a side stand. And on the side stand, there's a little sensor to stop you riding along with it. So I'm actually going to go for side stand sensor, maybe the switch, battery, fuse, so on. It's got 150 miles on the clock. That's not a lot either, is it? 280 quid's worth, this little bike. I wanted 3.5 for it, knocked him down to 280 for the girl, because I've got to service it. Oil, okay, these take engine oil. There's a little bit at the side here, I'll show you in a minute, just take that out. You must regularly check the oil. The only real thing that goes on with these for engine wise is simply the oil will run out. They burn a little bit of oil, they all do the 40s. Spark plugs in here, I'll show you that. But there's the first look anyway. Yeah, they've got kickstart, electric start, very easy, simple to work on. Your best friend is going to be this. Not advertising WD-40, a maintenance spray. Alright, in rain, cold weather, just spray up the connectors, you know, the little springs and so on, spray them up. They will rust, they will fall off, they will break. But you've got to weigh up, as I said, how much these are. And they're just little cheap bikes, you know. Broken mirror, I'll take that off. eBay jobby 10mm. They should be, you get 2 for £18 or something silly. It's got a little fuel gauge and a little speedo. You know, you come with 2 keys, little bucket at the front here. And again, there should be a lockable seat, but these are terrible with the little springs here. Came with rain cover, lovely. I'm going to take the bucket out on this one so I can see the carb. But I'm going to look at the switch first. So anyway, there you go. First it'll look nice and cheap. They will fall apart as long as you keep maintenance, you know, just general. They'll last you. Just keep an eye on the oil. But let's get on with this one. Right, can you see this bit here? This is the stand I was talking about. Okay, look. That's all it was. This little switch here. It's supposed to sit on that so you can't ride along. It's damaged. It's coming off. I'll just put the 2 earths together and then electric start. I just tested it, can't do it with one hand. But that's as simple as that was. So electric start sorted. So simple to work on. Under this little floor plan here, lift it up. There'll be this little panel, there'll be 3 screws in it. Take them out and there's your battery. I'll take that off and charge it. Again, it's going to be your cheapest little battery. I mean, it's up to you if you want to buy a better one. It'll last. Under the seat bucket, you won't get a helmet in. Well, you might get a small helmet in there. under this one really is your carburetor. There's nothing else there you can get to. Just going to get to the sparky plug next and give that a clean. What was I saying earlier? Right, let's just show you. There we go. Oil. Okay, so it's natural exhaust. Take that out. And there's your little bits to check on. Okay, regularly check the oil. It is only 1040. It's not major. Don't get super synthetic bleeding whack rubbish. Odd little gas recirculation valve. I've done the video on that one already, haven't I? Tiny little exhaust. I mean, cheap and cheerful, isn't they, really? Little 10-inch tyres, I think. Airbox in there. We'll give that a little clean today. There's your kickstart. And as I said, this little wire here. Literally no specialist tools to work on these little ones. There's your sparky plug. So we'll give that a little clean in a minute. Top off there. So underneath the little bit here's your carburetor. Don't touch that. Just quickly, look. There you go. That was just that. There's a green wire down here on that little bit there. There's a green wire and a green and white wire. Just cut them, connect them together. Yeah, simple. So bucket out and let's fix it. Well, there you go, guys. Washed and cleaned, few little scratches. As I said, they're cheap little bikes. On this one where it's had an accident, it's best to leave the lights on all the time when you start it, because they click on but don't click on properly. 849 miles is nothing, is it? Little 40 exhausts. They are 10-inch wheels. This is what I'm trying to say about checking the bolts, okay? Because look, okay, you know, the next one that will fall off, you lose your registration plate, so not worth doing that, eh? Little catch here for the seats. It works, but it doesn't click down, so you just have to get used to that. And just a finished product. Hold in. Rev. There you go. Cheap little bike. Wash clean, all done. A few scratches, never mind. Guys, please like and subscribe. Check out my videos on here. Yeah, I don't normally do these ones, but it's a nice cheap little bike it will do, eh? Right guys, catch you later.